Welcome to Inspiring IT Leaders, where we feature top technology leaders in those amazing expressions they use to communicate, to teach, and to inspire. I'm Dan Roberts, your host of this series of 5-minute, high-impact micro videos. I am beyond excited to shine the light on the top digital and business leaders who are standout communicators. In this episode, we are featuring Teena Piccione, who I would dare say is the poster child for inspiring leadership. She is someone who runs towards the big, hairy roles and initiatives and does so with an optimism that makes everyone believe we are going to win. So let's listen in and learn some of Teena's secret sauce for getting the most out of all 86,400 seconds every single day.
Dan, it's great to be with you. You know, when I started thinking about this, I was so excited about different things I'd love to share. One is, we have to pack our own sunshine every day. And if you think about it, we have 86,400 seconds to do that. And we have to be impactful and make a difference with every second that we're gifted for today. And by doing that, we can make a difference in all the lives around us. And to me, that is incredibly impactful if you stop and think about it.
Nobody gets more out of those 86,400 seconds a day than you do, Teena. But talk more. I mean, in this world today, there's a lot pulling at our IT leaders. So the whole idea of packing your own sunshine, talk more about that, because you're the consummate grit and grace kind of person, the way you lead.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And when I look at it, there are days that are going to be tough and hard, and we have to be able to be resilient ourselves. We have to be able to look beyond and look at how to make inroads in sometimes problems that just seem to have no solutions, but we have to be able to look at things from a different perspective. We have to look at business alignment. We have to be able to look at how can we make life better for all of our business partners that we have to serve and deal with. And then how do we turn around and say yes more than no? So if you think about it, when people look at IT, they constantly say, oh, all y'all ever say is no. Well, there are times we have to say no, but we have to find a way to say yes and figure out how to still have that impact. So when I look at it, it's packing that sunshine and figuring out a way to make it through the hard seasons, the hard times, and how do we say yes to the business in such a way that's going to be not only impactful, but of value to them, to where every time they see you coming, they're thinking we can make and have a valuable impact in everything that we do.
So good, so good. Talk about tenacity, and the importance of tenacity and separating from, how that differentiates today.
Yeah, I think when you look at tenacity, we don't do this well at times. We have to be able to dig in and say we can solve problems. We can get rid of servers that are old. We can get rid of process debt that we have. We can look at it from a different perspective, but we have to have that tenacity to keep going and to do it. I think a lot of times, especially when things get hard in the economic times, the first thing people say is, let's cut everything. Instead of, let's figure out how to make a way of doing it in such a way that's going to make a difference. And you have to have that tenacity and grit to be able to do it. You have to give a lot of grace. You have to be resilient. You have to have that integrity to keep going. And you have to have the tenacity in order to say, we can do it, and here's how we're going to do it together. And you have to enable that business partner to do it with you. And I think a lot of times we want to put up walls and we want to blow up bridges instead of being able to lay the bridge, cross it, and say, here's how together we can do it. So again, it's that tenacity that comes in to say, let's find just a different path. There are always more than one way of getting something done. My dad used to say, when you see a mountain, are you going over it? Are you going under it? Are you going through it? Are you going around it? Either way, you got to get to the other side. And so there are times we forget that. And I think that in life, we've got to be able to find our way over, under, around, and through that mountain.
And you do. And, one of your other great Teena-isms that just came to mind that I think goes hand in hand with these. You say everything is for a season.
That's correct. Everything doesn't last forever. And I think that if we start looking at it that way, even the hard times are only for a season. The great times are only for a season. And we have to be able to be set up, and we have to be resilient on the times that are not going to be perfect. And the times that are, ride that wave for a little while and knowing that we have to be resilient when it's not there. So again, it's being able to have that as we go through life.
Well, Teena, once again, just amazing. Appreciate you. You've got a 12-hour back-to-back-to-back day today. You made time for us to share, to inspire. Really appreciate you. And let's do this again.
Let's do. As I always say, you have to say yes more than no. So for me, this is the most important thing I could do today.
Awesome. Appreciate you. See you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching this video. My name is Ryan Becker, and I'm the producer of this series as well as the Tech Whisperers podcast, where we unpack the playbooks of the best digital leaders in order to bring you the expert insights you need to grow in your career. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you think of the expert advice that was shared. And if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel or check out the Tech Whisperers podcast on any major podcasting platform, as well as right here on our channel. Thanks so much again for watching, and we'll see you next week.